Hello there, Cancer. Welcome to your reading. This is intended to be a timeless message. If you are new here, you are welcome as well. So, there are two main portals that I'm being guided to mention here. The first one occurred on the 9th of September, so we're looking at the 999 portal. The second one, or the second main one, apart from the moon cycles, the new moon and the full moon, we also have the one that occurred on the 18th of September, so that is another 999. There's another one that is coming up on the 27th of September, another 999. And this is opening these three main portals, opening a massive cycle, or what I would call, yeah, it's like it's forming a spiral, and is opening up a major cycle of closures. So there are going to be closures, there are going to be revelations, especially when it comes to karma, and anything that was hidden is going to be revealed out in the light. And you also, on a very personal level, as well as how you're observing this in the physical, you're going to be receiving a lot of closures. It's like there are going to be a lot of revelations. And the first thing that I'm being guided to tell you here is to continue to hone in on yourself, your own self-care, your own grounding, your own meditation, however you're being guided to, so that you honor your own process, you honor your own pain, on your own self-love journey, whatever it is that you're attracting, what you're manifesting. Now, why is this important? Most times when we are asking, God, our spirit guides, ancestors, we're asking to be shown the truth. The next thing we need to ask for is to be prepared for the truth, okay? That is because the revelations that we get are not usually fun. So the closures that you're getting, I'm not getting that they're so much fun, but then they are also serving as, that validation that you may have needed, that closure that you may have needed. Not necessarily fun, but it helps you to keep moving. It helps you to, it paves the way forward. Most times when we're looking for maybe a diagnosis, an answer is not necessarily that we have the solution, but just knowing the diagnosis, just knowing the answer will help us to move forward, right? So that is the kind of cycle that I see opening up, not only for you, Cancer, but for the collective overall. But I feel guided to tell you this, perhaps for a very specific reason, because this is something that could be matters of the heart, something that matters to you as well, right? So I feel like this is where I'm being guided here, because I feel like you're already receiving revelations, you're already receiving epiphanies, sudden realizations as well. You could have some reconciliations that are coming to you, and in these reconciliations you're being guided to, to be in that very observant or observer position of yourself, of situations as well. And there are also going to be distractions. There are going to be a lot of distractions that will take us away from the heart of the matter, that will take us away from what really matters. And it will be a continuous process that you are doing, and you know this already. So I feel just guided to bring this as a reminder for you at this time. The main reason I sat down here to do this reading actually is about the CPR. So there was a reading I did for you for the 15th until the 22nd of September. I'm going to link that below on YouTube in the description section. Now, this reading was, there was a lot of information in there, and the emphasis there was on you shining your light bright, on you holding your light. It's like you're in the middle, or you were in the middle of an ocean. There was that energy of like a lot of water, and somehow, yet you continue to have your light shining bright. So the way that I got this, I kept getting the word, or the initials CPR. I kept getting CPR after your reading, and I wanted to understand that. But after some time, it came literally as that spark. It's like there's been a CPR, or someone has been resuscitated. It felt like someone has been resuscitated. Someone was drowning, and then somehow they were taken to the shores and they were resuscitated. And how you have experienced that could be in your dream space, could be in the physical as well. But there was an energy that was it was set on drowning someone here, and you have your spirit guides that were helping you. You have your spirit guides, and these are also in the form of people. People like there's a warfare. You've been experiencing that warfare for some time, right? But there's been, it's like, I remember part of that reading, even though I didn't listen again to that reading. But I remember one part where I said, don't worry, you are already at the shores, or you have arrived at the shores of the ocean, the sea. But that is exactly what it felt like. It felt like a spark, a fire, a passion has been reignited, right? And this is what your message is here for. You need to know that you have been resuscitated. Your heart has been resuscitated. There is a saving grace that works with you. There is something that saved you. I don't know what it is. It could be your light. It could be that you have a mission here to fulfill, but there's something about the mission. Yes, that reading, maybe this is the time, if you are guided to listen to that message again, maybe a lot will come to light for you, or maybe later on you may be guided back to that message or another one. It doesn't have to be that one, but the emphasis here is on your resuscitation. You made it. You made it out. All right, it's like someone who has experienced some kind of a near-death experience in the physical. It's like you were still living. You were still alive, you were still breathing, but something wanted to make you to be a living or a walking shell, a walking skeleton. I was also wondering why, the ending card kept coming for you. I know that there is also, the Pluto retrograde. We're still in the Pluto retrograde, so it's all about a reclamation of power for the collective, and Pluto just happens to be in the sign of Aquarius right now, right? So there's a lot of reclamation of power that is happening on a personal level, and then how that reflects on the collective level. So you could see this unfolding for you. You need to know that you have guidance. So some of you could be watching movies, some of you could be seeing something online, and then it reconnects with something of your soul. It reconnects with something of your purpose. And you don't know why this is, because it has been a message to you. It's been part of that CPR. So it's like there's been tiny sparks of fire. It may not resonate with you right now, all right? For some of you, this may not resonate, but I feel like it's going to, all right? It's a resonance, it's a frequency. So the kind of frequency that I'm getting for you here is the number 16. So 777, or maybe the 432, 528 as well, or maybe other frequencies. But there is that thing of the resonance. There are tiny sparks of fire that kept going. It's like rubbing wood together during a bonfire, all right? I'm getting a bonfire as well. People surrounded by, or surrounding a bonfire, a fire burning. And somehow the heat reached you. Somehow something, there was I keep getting there was a saving grace. And if this is you, you're listening to this and your soul resonates with this, what you're being guided to do is to connect with your heart, to continue to fight for who you are, for what you know yourself to be. Continue to do that. And very soon you're going to feel it. You're going to experience it. It's an experience. Okay. And one more thing before we round up here. Every time I was trying to do your readings, I kept getting a lot of sirens in the background. A lot of sirens were like, it kept going like that. And I was bringing all of that together. Just didn't want to jump into a video and bring about these little signs here and there. But you see, even the sirens are denoting somewhat of an emergency, a resuscitation once again. So you need to know that you are on the divine's radar. Okay, there's a radar that you have reached, and you have made it. You need to know that you have made it. And I'm going to pick out a few cards from the life and career deck, because I feel like this is important regarding what next, what is coming forward. Because I feel like with this resuscitation, it's like you have a new chance at life, a new chance of being, even though you may feel the need to kind of process a lot right now. Yeah, You may feel the need to process a lot. It's like there were forces that were trying to pull you down under. And I'm getting, how can you drown a hermit crab? How can you drown a Cancerian? A Cancerian. Yeah, so that's what I'm getting. How can you drown? Even though you will feel the pull, you just have that spark within you. I did say one more thing, but I was getting the song. Just want to add that I was getting the song by Katy Perry. Is it a baby, you're a firework, right? So I remember that song came in one of your readings long before as well. It was about an oracle, wait for important information. So I feel like there's something to do with information. You could be giving others information, insight as well. You also are receiving in the process. So let's see what we have from the life and career deck. There's a plane taking off right now, and I feel like that is all talking about the chariot energy, you being in your power. So this resuscitation has brought you further into your power. And how do you know you're in your power? When you become alive. So whatever this is, if anything, has made you more alive than ever before. I mean, I feel like there's a baby step right now, all right, however you're experiencing this in the physical, because I know that is also to do with your well-being. So this may be a time where you're looking to nurture yourself, all right, even more to nurture, not only rest but nurture. However you are moving around your day, continue to be highly intentional with your body first, your spirit, and your mind. And there was a message, I feel it was before the one for the 15th until the 22nd. That one was talking about an intense week of restoration. So I feel like the whole of September has been building you up towards a massive restoration and closure, and also the opening of the cycles of closure and revelation. So it's like you have been prepared for this. Look what we have here, ending again. I feel like there is more coming. Whenever a card comes out like this repeatedly, I know that there is more to it. And I'm just looking at the cards to see what the message is all about. There is a skull here. I see the eyes. What do you see? So there's a leaving of a position, all right? There is a termination according to this termination. And then however, so I feel like this is talking about hope. It's like just when you feel like something is over, then there's a turning point. There's a new life. And that is where the spark of life has come. That is where the making it has come. With the skull, I feel like there's also something to do with skeletons. Maybe something that has been long buried that you are getting to see, or you are revealing as well, or that is being revealed to you. However, serves as a positive turning point. However, there is always a new opportunity ahead. You may change careers entirely. So some of you may have experienced some disappointments, some endings as well, and you're getting to know that. In fact, sometimes or a lot of times endings are there to bring to us better beginnings. And that is where, the message of that spark, the CPR, the resuscitation, the restoration has brought back your gifts as well. My goodness. So I feel like whatever this is, not only were you resuscitated, it's like there's a compensation that it comes with. about what was lost. That was my chair, by the way. Courage. That is your solar plexus. That is your power. That is your confidence. And when this card comes, I also see your ancestors. Ask what you are afraid of so you can overcome what's holding you back now. So I feel like this first sentence is talking about the distractions that came earlier. There's something that requires you right now to speak to yourself, to speak with yourself, to be very open about everything that you experience, to become a further observer of yourself as well. You know how you're experiencing something, and be open to it. Even if you experience distractions, you are aware of those distractions and you come back to the matter again and again, because this is what continues to help you. There are leadership opportunities for the taking. So I feel like there are opportunities that are opening up for you, because it says here, however, there's always a new opportunity ahead. And here we have, there are leadership opportunities for the taking. Make it work. You have all the tools you need to succeed. You have to put in the effort. You excel at working with your hands and fixing problems. Exactly. So what I'm getting here is your alchemy. Your alchemical prowess has been brought back alive more than ever before. While you are still, that fire is beginning to burn. So that's where the restoration comes in for you. Very soon you're going to see your fire burning. So you're indeed proving that fire and water do work together. You know, when we talk about turning water into wine, you're proving that fire and water do work together. It's possible. And when they come together, how they work together is they create a spark. At the bottom of the deck, movement. You will make good progress now. You will be able to overcome any obstacles in your path. Big leaps forward are possible, and I share to that. The pictures may be important as well. There's a horse. It is facing the left side, so I feel like there is somewhat of something of the past that is coming back alive, and that is also to do with you. Something that maybe has been long forgotten in terms of your purpose, in terms of your mission, is coming back alive. And I feel like it's going to be highly adventurous as well, because when you experience something like this, life becomes more of an adventure, because you have tasted an ending. You have tasted something and you're like, now is the time to cherish even more of the present moment. So I feel like there's something like that that is coming to you right now. Wow. So I'm going to stop here for now, Cancerians. I hope that this was helpful. Thank you so much for sharing your amazing energy, your beautiful energy with me, with your spirit guides as well. And I'll come back with more videos, and do take care. Bye-bye.